It's Tom here from West Country Tech. It's a cold, wintry day and we're here at Fingle Glenn golf course just outside of Exeter. The customer got in contact with us for Wi-Fi requirements. They also struggle with internet. The golf course currently is relying on a slower internet connection. We decided to separate ourselves from the golf course, install 2 4G internet connections and give Wi-Fi connectivity over to 24 individual holiday lets. The way we did that is from one centralized location. We've got 2 separate 4G high gain antennas installed connecting to an EE network. From there, we're able to split those 2 connections to 12 holiday lets one side and 12 holiday lets the other side. Like on all of our holiday let sites, we install a smart, remotely managed mesh Wi-Fi system. With this site, we've installed an individual Wi-Fi point in each individual log cabin. What that's allowed us to do is to create, in this case, 2 Wi-Fi names. We've created a staff network which is broadcast over the entire site. That's going to allow the staff, the owners to walk around and they just generally get Wi-Fi wherever they are, as long as they're within a radius of each log cabin. We've also created a guest network. Each individual cabin has their own guest network and that is actually the name of the log cabin. One of the best features about the Wi-Fi system we have installed here is that we have full remote access to it. What that means is that we can't see internet traffic, but what we can see is the Wi-Fi point online? Does it need an update? Is someone trying to connect a legacy bit of equipment to it, let's say an iPad that's 5 years out of date, that could be causing issues? Is there someone's device that is struggling to connect to it? All of that can be done remotely, and what that ultimately means is that we're not coming out and then obviously charging customer for multiple visits. 99% of the service calls that we get can be resolved remotely. The Wi-Fi points we've installed in each log cabin, the Wi-Fi is not only going to do the inside of it and the bedrooms, but it's also going to spill outside where it's going to reach the hot tub. So each log cabin here has its own hot tub. That just means that users are going to be able to go from the inside to the outside and they'll never lose their internet connection. Right, here we are at one of the cabins. We're going to take a look at all the hardware that's been installed on this specific log cabin, and this is actually the same on all 24 of them. So as you can see from the outside, we've got one of our secure wireless links. Each log cabin has one of these and they all face back to one large sector antenna. So let's go and take a look inside. Right, here we are inside the log cabin. We're going to take a look in a second at the actual Wi-Fi point and where it is and why we've positioned it there. But as you can see, large open plan space, got the kitchen and the lounge in the same area. And as we go down here, you'll actually see that we've got, there's 2 bedrooms. So in the world of Wi-Fi, that is going to reach all of this. Wi-Fi will go through wood, no problem. And then back into the lounge here. The Wi-Fi point itself is actually located in a secure box that we've installed behind the TV. And normally we wouldn't put a Wi-Fi point inside a box like this, but the customer specifically requested that we did on this occasion, just to stop people from interacting with it. A lot of issues that can arise in holiday lets is customers interfering with things. So there's obviously a lot going on in here, but ultimately this is the Wi-Fi point. It's a smart, managed, high-strength Wi-Fi point, which is in the box, all secure. It's powered from here, and that's it. Right, here we are at the Groundskeeper Shed. This is actually our centralised location where all of the hardware is. As you can see behind me, as previously described, we've got 2 high-gain 4G antennas. Again, just to reiterate that, the reason we've done that is one 4G antenna is doing this side of the golf course where there's 12 lets, and this 4G antenna here is doing this side of the golf course. What you can also see in the middle there is a wireless link. This side's slightly unique because this building doesn't have line of sight to all of the individual log cabins. What we've actually had to do is bridge the gap wirelessly from this location here to the first cabin, and then the first cabin is then connecting up to the rest of them. Right, here we are at cabin number 1. As you previously saw in the video, we had the 4G internet over at the groundskeeper's cabin. That linked wirelessly to this shed because this shed has line of sight to the remaining 11 cabins. What you can see here, well, you can't quite see it, but on the back of that is a wireless link antenna which connects back to the groundskeeper shed. The one on this side, the larger one, is called a sector antenna. That's going to give us 90 degrees of coverage from this location to the following 11 cabins. From this angle here, you can actually see the scale of this and what the wireless link antennas are actually capable of doing. We've got a cabin here, which then goes right up in there, all the way around. And you can just see Each one of these cabins has a small wireless link antenna on. They all talk wirelessly back to that sector antenna. Right, so here we are on the other side of the golf course. As you saw just over there was the Groundskeeper Shed where the internet is and the sector antenna. This side's the easier side because we've got one antenna which is ultimately connecting to the remainder of the cabins over on this side. So as you can see up here, the cabins extend right up there, but we've also got cabins here, and there's 4 which come right down around here. Each one of them has their own individual wireless link antenna on it, which connects all the way back over to the sector antenna.